Royal Production back with another one. They hooked up with FDB from the bottom. LLC, Rottweilers, purebred Rottweilers. Kennel's nice. Puppy's nice.
Most definitely.
Y'all need to lock in and link up with him because he are giving y'all purebred Rottweilers. Ain't none of these Rottweilers running around mixed breed, looking crazy. Correct. His dogs is correct. Y'all need to lock in and link up with him. Man, what made you start actually wanting to breed these type of dogs?
Actually, growing up in the hood in the projects, and Greenwood, actually, from Greenwood, South Carolina. Shout out to the Wood. I think everybody kind of went through the spell to where when New Jack City hit, all the dealers wanted to go grab Rottweilers. So I saw the big homies, you know what I'm saying, my family members grabbing Rottweilers. And not until then, I don't think I had even seen a Rottweiler before. So I've always fell in love with the breed. Was doing it for about 20 years. I had a Rottweiler that actually lived to be like 18 years old. I think he was living out of spite, but shout out the boss. But anyway, like it was just that the look of them, the structure of them, the way they protect has always incited me. So that's why I went with the Rottweiler. And I had many other dogs, but the Rottweiler actually stuck with me.
What made you? No, I don't want to ask that question. I want to ask, what's the difference between? I've seen some short Rottweilers.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing the breed, I'm just thinking, it's a Rottweiler. And then I started seeing big boned Rottweilers.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference?
The difference, and I believe in different breeders will tell you different. In my experience, I believe in it's the DNA you mix. There's a lot of people into line breeding where you breed what you got back to the mama or the son, vice versa, however you want to do it. And in that case, in my opinion, you're just enhancing what's already there. In my choice, I chose to go with an Serbian German Rottweiler with an American Rottweiler and actually create something that was different out there because I didn't want to create the same look that was out there, but I still wanted to stay within the perimeters of a standard Rottweiler. And as y'all gonna see in this video, or have seen in this video at this point, is that we're still on the lines of standard. The coloring is perfect. The head size is perfect. It's a beautiful thing. And once again, it's just a combination of the DNA that you mix. If you mix short with short, 9 out of 10 you're gonna get short. You mix tall and tall, 9 out of 10 you're gonna get tall. So I played with it a little bit, and I envisioned everything the way the puppies that I drop on the ground was everything I envisioned, bro.
Okay. Another question. Your male, the father of these puppies, and it's also a male back there. Is that the father? Is that the father of that male too?
Yes. And as you see, the son is way bigger than his daddy.
That's what I was gonna get. So, do you think the puppies that you produce, because they big boned, the males that you have right now is big boned?
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna be as big as the son out there now?
Yes. Consistency. Yeah. I have females. One thing about me, once again, we specialize in adding value to your family. I reach out to everyone every now and then to get pictures of what the dogs look like, and even the females looking like males out here. Like it really has been a consistency. One of my proudest moments is that I sold a male dog to my vet. And that let me know right there, once again, we don't hide nothing on the yard anyway. But also that lets me know that because your vet see everything. It's just like we going to the doctor. Our doctor seeing us, and for her to purchase a dog for me was a very, very, very proud
That's
moment.
special.
Yeah.
Because she's giving your dog a shot. She's deworming your dogs. And for her to purchase a dog from you, that's a big moment.
It is, man. That's one of my proudest moments. One of my proudest moments outside of, once again, is allowing people to share this experience with me, actually giving a dog to a great family.
How do you like, I done been to multiple kennels and it's just feces everywhere, flies everywhere. Give these people's a tip on how to keep their kennels uptight, up kept. Because I went to your yard and I did not smell dogs.
You're not. Hard work, dedication.
So
you have to have time. You have to have time. If you don't make it, and me personally give you a little insight of my life, like I ran restaurants for a very long time. However, I knew that I wanted this to be my retirement plan. So with that being said, I went and got another job to where I can control my time more. Because running a restaurant, I wouldn't be able to take care of my dogs the way I want to take care of them. When something come up, when there's a litter dropping, I used to have to be at work. So it's time and consistency and dedication. And there's a lot of time. And if you ever think about getting in the breed business and time ain't on your side, you in the wrong business.
And you breeding nice quality Rottweilers.
Most definitely. Running with the best of the best. And you hit me up once again, 864-735-6289. My name is Junior. And once again, we're selling great quality dogs at a great quality price. Hit me up for the pricing.
I witnessed these dogs. And I'm still like, I might want to get me a male. Because the way the daddy and the son is looking, and then them puppies.
Yeah.
And just seeing the bone structure of them dogs.
Yeah.
It's great quality.
I appreciate that, man. I pride on that.
Hard work and dedication.
Yeah. Consistency. You got to stay consistent. And that's with any dog, especially with a Rottweiler.
Your male, the dad. How many total puppies he have on the ground?
Good 30 pups. Yep. And every time he bred, he actually bred with my female that's out there. So I'm not studying him out. Well, this is a whole nother subject for a whole nother video. But some people playing games in this breeding business. He could have more than that. That's all I'm gonna say.
He could. And anybody watching this video that breed dogs, they understand it.
Yeah, yeah. So you link up with people.
You say a good 30,
good
40
30.
puppies.
Good 30, 40. Mm-hmm.
Have you seen updates of puppies that you done sold?
All the time. I'll shoot you some pictures. Maybe you can plug into the video. Most definitely. Once again, I try to keep in contact with everyone that I have puppies from. A lot of it come from Facebook. And actually, I also have a Facebook page, FDB Rottweilers LLC. And I also have an Instagram page, FDB Rottweilers LLC. So you want to reach out, got pictures of puppies. And once again, FDB Rottweilers LLC, we don't hide anything. If you want to see the mama, you want to see the daddy, they're here with me, at all times. Once again, even when showing the puppies, you see me holding the puppy with two hands. There's no holding up the neck to try to make the head look bigger. It's none of that. It's no schemes or scams or illusions over here.
I always thought Rottweilers was real vicious.
Nah.
I grew up and my homeboy had Rottweilers. They had a yard full of Rottweilers. And I thought them dogs was some meanest dogs. So when me and you linked up and I seen that you had Rottweilers, I'm prepared mean dogs, aggressive dogs.
Only when need to be.
And when I walked up and seen the setup and everything that you had going on, I can tell these people if they into Rottweilers, they need to purchase one from you.
Most definitely. And I appreciate that, man. And a lot of things too, ask about the temperament. And that a lot of people look for the look. A lot of people look for the size, the head size, the bone structure, and all that is fine. But you can have that and have a dog with a bad temperament. And dogs are great with kids. They're great with other dogs. They don't have that, you know what I'm saying? But once again, if need be, it'll go down. It's because that's in them. But nah, it's all about the temperament.
One more question.
It's all about the temperament.
One more question. Why do people that's been purchasing Rottweilers or into purchasing Rottweilers feel like a Rottweiler's tail supposed to come already cropped?
Well, that's a good question. That's a great question, and there's different people with different opinions. As you see, I have Rottweilers with tails, and I have Rottweilers without. Honestly, my personal opinion is that I won't have another one with a crop tail. For one, it's the natural look; they're born with it. For two, it exposes them because I don't think people understand that it's actually a part of your spine. It's a part of your spine. Yeah. And a lot of times, people do it and then they don't take care of their puppies the right way. And, brown, not just Rottweilers, but Rottweilers are brown and tan. Brown and tan dogs are very prone to parvo. And that's why you have a lot of people losing their litters to parvo because that it is exposed. They don't do the right thing for it. And honestly, with my male being Serbian, German bloodline, where the Rottweilers actually originated from, all of them had their tails intact. It wasn't a thing until the Rottweiler actually came to America. Was when, and the only reason why they cut their tails was because America started working the dogs and the tail would get caught in the wagon. So that was the ideal behind the crop tail. To me, it adds personality. You can tell what your dog is thinking, because the tails give you signs. And I'm not against anybody that want to crop tails. I personally has made a personal decision that I wasn't going to crop. When you do get a puppy from us, they do get declawed. They also come with their first set of shots, and they also are up to date on the deworming. And not only do you get that, you actually get the vet records. Like I said, we don't hide nothing over here. Give you the vet records, also give you a packet with my vet card, even if you're not from here. You can always call my vet and ask my vet any kind of questions you may have. Very, very open book, very transparent over here. And like I said, the tail fad, I have the discussions, and sometimes they're hard discussions because people just are used to what they're used to. But I promise you, if you get outside the Rottweiler world, you will see that you'll see more Rottweilers now with tails than without.
And it's crazy because as a breeder, you'll run into more females that know more knowledge about these dogs than males.
I had that conversation with one the other day, and it blew me away. Her daddy used to breed, but she was a sponge of it. Actually, she actually bought the male that I was holding up. You know what I'm saying? For her daddy for Father's Day, a late Father's Day. She has so much knowledge.
Because see, I feel like a man have a lot of questions that they don't even know.
They don't even know. No, study.
Study, and then
Study.
you know you have a female that love Google,
Mm-hmm.
that
Love YouTube.
love YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and gonna go do the proper research.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys will sit there and send you a million text messages about what that dog, what type of breed is that dog, why the tail on that dog, why this and why that.
And even she said, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer it, but the fact that it has a tail, it's not gonna stop me because I see the quality of the dog.
The quality of the dog.
It's not gonna change the quality of the dog.
That's what's selling. Quality is what's selling. People just getting out of buying a quality dog because the price is this. They'll rather go pay this lesser price and don't get a quality dog.
Don't get a quality dog.
And that's what making the breeding at a standstill right now. And that's not just with Rottweilers.
That's with everything.
It's with everything. The bullies.
Most definitely the bullies.
A person with a bully will literally go buy a dog with just that's my next set down. My next episode is gonna be about how people selling incorrect dogs. They not correct.
Yeah.
Overbites. And all type of stuff because they rather go the cheaper route.
And that's what I said, you know, and there's also people buying these extreme Rottweilers. Extreme. If you know the extreme Rottweiler, they kind of look like a Rottweiler and a pug put together. Mm-hmm. And shout out to them. I'm pretty sure obviously they're doing it. It's a market for it.
It's a market for it. But how did they create that? You think that's not 100% Rottweiler?
No, it's not, man.
Look at the fur on that dog.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it.
But that's what this world is about.
People work on building their names, and people, like anything else, they go for the facade. They go for the name. And I promise you, I know a lot of big name Rottweilers that you put you. Hold on.
Y'all know Royal Promotion. We ain't had nothing.
We live.
We talking about these dogs.
Yeah. So you know it's you'll find a lot of it, man. They build this facade and name, but I promise you, you put my puppies beside theirs and you pick what you want. You're probably not a 10 to pick mine, you know, and it's the name, you know, and then I get it and shout them for that. And this is not a video to shine or diminish anyone else's name. I respect anyone that's in the game. However, I'm just saying, let a real kennel through.
If they came to your yard and see what you breeding, I feel they'll purchase from you.
I think so too.
Because a lot of people's, you can actually go to the flea market and see some Rottweiler puppies, but you don't see the mom, the dad.
Right. You're right.
But you just see these puppies.
Yeah.
Even it's a lot of dogs out there. A lot of dogs. Mm-hmm. But they not seeing how this dog was created. Mm-hmm. They can't show you how this dog was created. They'll sit there and talk to you. Oh, this. They're gonna fast talk a person.
Yeah.
Into buying that dog.
Yeah. And
but that dog don't turn out to what they was fast talking about.
No, it doesn't.
But then they gonna come to you talking about I want to breed this.
Yeah.
I want to breed that. And that's how Rottweilers is getting watered down.
Yeah, they are. They really are. And also you can have a great puppy, a great yard, but have bad business practices, fam.
Yeah.
Doing bad business, burning out with people deposits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a lot of people's doing that.
Fudging paperwork.
It's a lot of people's doing that. It's see, the game that they thinking about is just selling a dog.
Mm-hmm. That's not what I'm doing.
They thinking about just selling a dog. People want a cheap price. That's how they looking at it instead of coming and working a deal. Mm-hmm. They rather just sit over and get the cheap price.
Yeah.
People's hitting me up right now. You got puppies? Do you have puppies? Do you have puppies? Is they ready for the price?
No. 9 out of 10 they're not, man.
That's like, so my thing is, how many litters you had?
I've had 3 in the last 2.5 years.
Successful litters.
Yeah, very.
Very successful litters.
Mm-hmm.
From your kennel.
From my puppies never go outside until they heal. Once the person get them, I don't know. You know, it once again, hard work, dedication. If you know, I mean, you hear, do you smell puppy poop?
No.
like
I'm trying to
find something wrong.
I'm trying to get your recipe. I'm trying to see what you got going on.
Because they never see outside.
I'm literally just sitting here and I done been over people's house that breed dogs.
Me too.
And didn't even want to sit down.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm like, wow.
Hard work, dedication, man. A whole lot of watching, a whole lot of drying, a whole lot of water being sprayed. It's a lot, but you know, that's me helping to guarantee that once that puppy is handed over to you, once your extended family member is handed over to you, that I did my best. It hadn't been outside. It ain't gonna get sick. Up to date, everything.
Like from the inside of the house to the outside of the house, I pulled up. I'm like, ain't no way no dogs.
And the dogs in there, right?
I don't hear no barking. I don't hear nothing. That's a kennel.
Yeah.
That's a kennel. Mm-hmm. Your dog's not afraid of you. No. You're not beating your dogs.
Don't have to.
You know, I didn't went over people's house and they try to reach a dog. The dog just sat on the ground and start peeing.
Yeah. But and even in the breeding process, like, and I've been blessed. I know everybody don't have this blessing, but the last 3 litters I had, I was able to be here, you know, and help her through it. When people say put gloves on and all that, bare hand, going in there, helping open up the sacks when need to be, you know, helping her, you know, with the umbilical cord as she bite the umbilical cord off, you know, from the placentas. It's stuff like that. And that goes to show me that my dog trusts me. Because a lot of times people say gloves because a female dog will hurt the puppies if they think that the puppy's in danger. My female dog trusts me. She trusts me. Like, I got the baby, you know, and there's no biting, there's no growling or anything. She really trusts me. And
so
it's about building a relationship.
The female that have the puppies on the ground now.
Mm-hmm.
You also own full rights to the sister, right?
Yes.
When are you expecting
her next heat, man? Her next heat, and probably in the next month.
So who you plan on doing that breeding with?
With the son out there.
With the son.
Yeah.
The son is bigger than the daddy.
I know. And the sister is smaller than
that's what I was.
And
so
she's gonna throw something.
Your next breeding gonna be some monsters.
Yes. Count on it.
So they need to go on and tap in now.
Yeah.
They need to go on in.
I believe it in my heart. And I ain't been wrong yet. I've not been wrong yet. The next litter they hit the ground because this female, I'm resting her for a while. But when I tell you Daisy and Docs, gonna throw some. D&D.
Y'all know Royal Promotions is gonna be back here to see that litter. I'm gonna be back here to see that litter.
It is going down. It is going down. And I know it with everything in me.
It's just like the son is really bigger than the dad.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Spoon. I had one even bigger than that.
Did it cross your
mind?
Did it cross your mind to breed the son into that litter that you have on the ground now?
I did. To be continued.
Because that's probably the biggest
I'm asking
Rottweiler
you.
I done seen.
Well, we're actually keeping a female off this list. That tell you anything. So it's more to come. Promise you, it's more to come. It's more to come. But yeah, he's not even the biggest male that I've had. I said there was one that was approaching RIP the Spoon. If you got any food bags laying around, please remove them. He got his head stuck inside of a food bag, man. He wasn't even a one years old and was like 145 pounds. So
That is wild. Who you got on the wall right there?
that's them. That's actually Spoon. Look at that face, man. The Spoon.
That's Spoon. I'm about to get
Yeah.
a video of that or a
Yeah.
picture of that and
That's Spoon.
R.I.P. Spoon.
Yeah. He was different, man. Once again, great temperament. He's love and just come and flop on your feet. It's awesome, man. But like I said, it's paying attention to things, man. Dogs can get into all kind of things, man. If you see something, get it right away. And he loved to play with the food bag. Like it was his toy. It was his toy. And if you Google it, it's actually a common thing. Mostly it's smaller dogs in grocery bags with smaller bags. But when you think about a 140-pound dog, that 30-pound dog food bag is a paper bag to him. So be very careful with it because I learned a very hard lesson. And it hurts. It hurts. So shout out to Spoon, man.
Shout out to Spoon. Rest in peace, Spoon.
Yeah. I got his ashes in there. You know.
Got his ashes?
Yeah, we got it cremated and everything.
Do you have any blood off of him?
No.
How old you say he was?
He wasn't even 1 year old, bro. So it happened like a week before his birthday.
Is that what inspired you to go harder on them with Rottweilers?
It most definitely made me go harder, and it also inspired me to keep the male off the next level.
And is that one that you have on the yard now?
Yes.
Which one is that?
That's Dots. That's the one who's bigger than his dad.
That's the one bigger than dad.
Yeah, and bigger than his mom.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Yeah, he is, man. And he just turned 1 in May.
Just like if he was a guard dog.
Yeah,
that's a big boy.
That's crazy.
That's a crazy breed, and it just show you the breed is pure.
It's pure, man.
It show you the breed is pure.
So it's some beautiful Rottweilers out here, man, and I'm just trying to tap into it, man, and create my own lane. Like I said, I'm not beefing with no other kennel. I got my eyes on my own plate. The only thing I say is that it's transparency here. Once again, it's transparency here. We're gonna guarantee you a good, healthy dog. We're gonna guarantee you that, and I do it from the time they drop out the womb. I'm here with them. I'm hands on.
Do you believe in heat lamps and?
No, you gotta have that.
I know that because I done had litters without the heat lamps and just
cut your air down in your house. You be hot. I was hot. Mm-hmm. I was hot, but I was hot for the right reason. I got ceiling fans. I got a flow fan. No, and sometimes you'll hear some stories where heat lamps actually
catch on fire.
Yeah, and then play in their favor.
Mm-hmm.
So no heat lamps, man. And they dropped the summertime, bro. It was hot outside.
Me as a breeder, I want to know, like, I see your setup with them puppies,
mm-hmm.
and I see how you have that big thing in the middle of the room, like it's a queen size bed.
Yeah, I took a queen size bed out of there, and I said, forget that guest room. I want to give my puppies the best experience.
How many times a week or a day did you have to watch that?
Twice.
Because I don't smell dog.
No, you don't, and you're not. I smell them. I switch it out. I got 3 different comforter sets. Take them out, spray it out, put them in the kennel, do my thing, clean it up, sanitize it, got a new one ready to go back in there, feed, do the whole process all over again. So in the morning time when I get off, and a lot of times before I go to work, but if I don't get to it before I go to work, when I get off the next morning, that's what I'm doing. That's why the house smells like a house and not a kennel. And if you know anything about puppies, especially now that they've been on mush for the past 2 weeks, so if you know, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just amazing because a lot of kennels or breeders is not taking care of what they need to be taken care of. You walk in their front door, you gonna smell dogs.
Yeah.
I walked in this front door, I didn't even know you had dogs in there.
Yeah. And that's the goal. That's the goal. I keep them comfortable and I stay comfortable. Like it is what it is. And I've made that decision. Now, normally before I cleaned out my guest room, it used to be in the middle. One time I had them in the middle of the living room. Second time I had them in the kitchen. I said, man, you know what? You know, I don't have that many guests for a guest bedroom anyway. Let me take all that out of here. This is gonna be my puppy room. And that's what I done. That's what I done. So in each litter I'm improving.
You wouldn't even tell that's a puppy room.
Nah, you can't.
I really, my mind is wondering now.
Yeah.
Like I have to repeat that. You might have to come and build that for me.
It's not even a build. It's actually a baby's playpen.
That's a big ass baby playpen.
Yeah.
What they have, triplets?
and you will be surprised, man, the things that you can utilize. And and I do most of it myself, but I do have somebody who help along, you know what I'm saying? Not on the day-to-day things, but if they see something that works, like, hey, what about this right here? This right here will work for that. So a lot of the ideas I get, man, are brought to me, and it is what it is. And actually, so with my mail, so I own our rights to all my dogs. They're registered through me and everything. But I do have what you say a partner within my mail, the daddy. Yeah. And so what happened was it was one of my homies that I'm sitting there like we're talking, telling my dream, my ambitions. Hey, I want in. And so I had already purchased my mail.
Everybody gonna want in when they see the process.
Yeah.
It's like
So shout out to G. You know what I'm saying? He helps out. Shout out to G.
We're gonna have to come and see you, G.
Yeah. What was his name? He don't. So yeah, we can get him on there and talk. But like the dog wise, like he don't even care. He don't even question anything. He don't do anything. It's like, I believe in this. What you need, what's going on. Boom, boom, boom. We got the business side set up.
See, that's what type of kennel partner I need. Because I want to do my own. Let me work it.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying. Just sit back.
And that's what he does, man.
I'm a cash app. You gonna get a check.
Yeah.
Just sit back.
Yeah, that's how it is, bro.
It's like,
and that's what he says to me, man. You doing the work. I ain't doing nothing. Like you just let me in. So yeah. So there's that. That's